Hey love bugs, welcome or welcome back. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley Bedeck. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I've teamed up with UNiCE. They sent me over this beautiful 14-inch bob. Well, is 14 inches considered a bob? What is your cutoff length for a bob? Let me know in the comments. I feel like 12-inch is like considered a long bob. 14-inch is considered a super long bob, or maybe we're just going into more of like the 90s wrap style. Let me know your opinion. Either way, I'm gonna call it a little Bobbiana today because that's what she's giving. She came with a beautiful Yaki texture, and she even came with a nice little layered cut. I did go ahead and customize it just to my liking a smidge, but this definitely was a very simple, easy put on and go style wig. I even had the pleasure of a perfect flawless hairline. Of course, some will say I messed it up, but of course I add my own vibe by adding a little baby hair. You definitely don't have to do that if that's not your jam. I love a good baby hair moment. I love a good hood, like a little hood spot. You know what I mean? So that's my little my little customization for me. Again, skip that if that's not your vibe. But for now, I'm about to go downstairs and have some dinner with my family. They're all eating tacos and I'm here with you guys. So enjoy the video while I go ahead and enjoy some, that was so corny. Enjoy the video while I go ahead and have family time. Thank you so much for watching in advance. Subscribe and hit the like button if you love content on this channel. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, love bugs, today we are going bob. You know I love a good bob, and of course you guys know I love me some UNiCE. I've already opened up the package, but this is what it essentially looks like inside. You do get a disinfecting bag, or if the bag itself is not disinfecting, but they put the bag in there to keep it, you know, nice and tidy. But this is the little bag it was in, and there was like this little rectangle piece so that it, like, you know, fit in there really nice. This one here is a 14-inch 7x5 5x9 lace wig. Any additional details, of course, are in the description box. Really quickly, let's do a quick unboxing. So I'll show the wig last. First, I'll show these, and these are the UNiCE HD wig caps. And I say UNiCE because these are exclusive to UNiCE. You can only get them on the UNiCE website. They also included the sheet of Bye Bye Knots wig tape, and this is literally just wig tape. You can apply to your wig and of course your skin to bond your wig down and have a really snug fit. Perfect because it's about to get hot outside, vacations is coming up, all of the things, and we want to make sure, you know, our wigs ain't flying off. Next up, we got an edge brush. This one is a beautiful pink one, and it has the UNiCE logo in the center. Also, it does have a comb and brush on one side, the rat tail on the other end, and the bonus is that you also get an additional brush head to switch out with the other, so that when that other one or the original one gets cakey and gunky, you have a fresh one. And then last but most certainly not least, we also got a melt belt or a wig band. This is the new improved ones from UNiCE. They have released these this year, and I like them because they're much thinner. So you guys know all you really want is that lace to concentrate. So you don't have a big melt belt, you have a nice small one, and it concentrates the pressure right there on that lace. That way we'll be able to go ahead and melt your lace down and not have this big old melt belt, and also not that dent in your forehead that sometimes we get with the bigger ones. I like them all. I like the original, but I also love the newer ones even more. And then here is the prize, ladies and gentlemen. This here is the star of the show. So for starters, again, we are going with I feel like it's a bob, but I feel also like this length is also a little bit longer than a bob. Once it like lays really good on your shoulder, it's no longer a bob in my book, but sometimes it can still be classified. So let me know what you guys think. What is your cutoff for a bob? Is it 10-inch, 12-inch, 14-inch? What is it? Here is a look at the lace. We do have that pre-everything, and I'll move that brown paper so you can see. Here we have that pre-everything lace. So we have that pre-cut lace, pre-bleached knots, pre-plucked hairline dynamic. You can see here how nice and gradient it is at the hairline. Should you want it even more gradient, you can of course go ahead and customize and pluck it even more. The hairline is pre-plucked and it's beautiful with that scallop cut. So that scallop is going to act like camo and make the lace blend a little bit better and not be so blunt across where people can see it. And of course the bleach knots is a plus because in 2025 I don't desire to be sitting there with the BW bleach and the developer trying to figure out if I'm going to over bleach and all of that. It's nice to have that done for us. This is a look at the inside construction of the cap. We're going closure, so it's going to fit glueless, and this is what the lace parting or lace space would look like. You can part anywhere where you see lace, of course, on the opposite side. As we go down into the wig, this is the adjustable and removable elastic band. It's nice and stretchy, but still I will go ahead and make it tighter. I've seen some people go like this tight. This tight might give me a headache. This tight may be too tight, but my kind of happy medium is a little off center to the center. That way this is kind of like perfect and it's comfortable because I literally would keep my wigs on like all all day or a couple days. This allows me not to have too much pressure, and especially at my nape, but still have a snug fit. And then at the nape, this is what we're working with. We have a larger comb back here. We have the adjustable straps back here, and as a bonus, we do have that drawstring. Perfect to give the perfect custom drawstring, or glueless fit rather. And I love the fact that they gave us that wig tape, because I mean, again, imagine going on a vacation and it's hot and humid wherever you land, and that lace sliding back. You need something that's gonna, you know, reinforcement, if you will. And if that don't work, that drawstring, just zip it real tight. You should be good to go. So this is what the girl looks like on. This is a look at the length. See, I mean, it's giving like mom bob, sexy girl, classy girl. I feel like this is a great date wig. A lot of the times, if you're gonna wear a wig on a first date or first few dates, it's nice and inviting to go with something a little bit more natural like this. That way, you know, it's not too much hair all in everybody's face and everywhere, but it also gives a great vibe. This is what she looks like from the back. I love this beautiful Yaki texture, and the length is on point. Again, it's about to get hot, y'all, so this is a great wig to keep the hair off your back. Let's pin her up really quickly and explore the drawstring. Mine is already hanging out right here, but you can see all you got to do is quickly pull, grab that stopper, and drive it up as tight as you want it. Sometimes you might get crazy and feel like it's way too tight. All you got to do is grab on the stopper and kind of just release it a little bit and kind of feel until you get it to your desired tightness. Once you get it how you want, you just go ahead and lift the wig and tuck the drawstring in, and it literally will not fall out. Also, an added bonus is that you do have that comb back there, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can take and like grab your wig and just go as low as you can and kind of like add that in the nape. And again, make sure that you tuck the drawstring in the process, and once you're in, you're in. Now that our wig is nice and tight, we've literally added that drawstring. She fits 100% glueless. Most certainly want to pull that wig cap back because you don't want it to line up with the, how do you say it, the lace. You don't want to be able to see it at the very front. So for me, you guys know I'm a sucker for an easy install. I love a good meltdown on the lace, and so I like to just pull mine back. And again, we don't need any glue per se, but I love something to melt the spray. So I'm going to use the Eben Lace Melt Spray. This isn't meant to be a glue. It's going to help to bond it down in a glueless way, so where it is like attached to your head, but it's not glued down, if that makes any sense. And it's just going to make it feel and look a lot more melted. Sometimes when you do a glueless install, as much as like to the naked eye on camera, it may look really good. I personally feel like in person you can see that it's not like sucked in, if you will. Next up, I'm going to take some edge control, and I think we can do some quick edges. We can do baby hair honestly, but just to break up the hairline a little bit, I like to do something with the hairline. So I'm just going to take and swoop. Talk to me nice. Talk to me honest. And already the wig we haven't even had on for 5 minutes, and it's already starting to feel like my vibe. And again, just take some edge control. I like these kind with the comb on one end and the brush on the other. This one here is an old one from my old hair business, and this is still my favorite. I don't know, I'm biased, but I chose it for a reason. I like this one because when the comb and the brush are on the same side, it just doesn't, the comb don't comb the way I need it to comb, if that makes any sense. Now I like this baby hair more than this one. Now that we have that underway, let's go ahead and do the dynamic duo, because even if you comb it down, you kind of want it to have more of a neat and sleek look. So you guys already know, for me, the dynamic duo is literally wax. And I will take some along the hairline as well. And then I'll take the electric hot comb. Definitely go in and comb that out, but I'm just going to go in and use the comb from the hot comb. Subtle things. I just feel like it looks more neat and finished on this side. So now we do the same thing on this side. Okay, one thing you'll notice here is that like I made the edges and they are not necessarily falling apart, but kind of falling apart, if you will. And it's because the hair is long and I'm trying to drive it up into there. But sometimes the easiest quick answer is just to go ahead and cut them into baby hair. So since it's already formed, I'm just going to cut at an angle. And sometimes you may find yourself cutting them too long, but that shape actually looks better than the original. So far, I like how that looks. Now, I do want to put the melt belt on, but before we do, let's go ahead and actually melt the lace even more. For that, we're going to use the Ruby Kisses 3D foundation, and this is a cream foundation. I'm going to pack a little in the parting, and this is just to warm it up. And I'm going to pack that same one along the hairline. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Did you eat dinner? Go eat dinner, let your hair dry a little bit. Or you need it put up before you eat. Put your headband on your hair and I'm coming down. Okay, now the hairline is exactly how I like it. I'm going to take a melt belt. This is the same one I showed you guys in the unboxing, but this is actually an old one. It's a little dirty, but I like to just use one I already have instead of just using a brand new one every single time. And I'm just going to take and melt the hairline. This is a before. Now while we wait, we're going to take our Time Out Airflow, I believe that's what it's called. We're going to just straighten the hair a little bit more and bump it. Okay, so we are officially done with the look. She's absolutely perfect. Literally 2T. I love the cut that I did to her, even though it already came layered. I think that added a little extra oomph to her, and it's more my personality. Even though, you know, just subtle changes. You can see the after of the lace melt. Beautiful, gorgeous, and of course I do love the baby hair. If the baby hair is not your jam, feel free to take it off. Like, skip the step 100%. Like, I never want to make anybody feel like you have to do baby hair. It's just what I like. And the beautiful thing about this is that same wax that I used to do the dynamic duo can also be used to go ahead and just wax these back, or even you can use mousse or hairspray, whatever the case may be. Literally just comb them back into the rest of the hair. Put your mousse or whatever, possibly add a little bit of heat with that electric hot comb, and it'll go right away. I love a good curling iron method to just go over top and make sure everything is as flat and as smooth as we can get it. And the more I look in the mirror, I critique and find things when everything is, you know, perfectly fine. You can dress her up with a little serum or hairspray for the vibes. I feel like I need to get some oil sheen. You know, when I went to the hair salon growing up, or back in the day, they always ended off with either a little hairspray or a little oil sheen, depending on what style you got. Okay, so I did a quick and easy hairstyle, a little half up, half down. I love a good, I want to call it a Betty Boop moment, but it's really not. It's like a baby moment where you do the half up, half down, and you know the hair is not going to be heavy density in that ponytail, but it just gives you like little baby vibes, where like the little baby who has a little sparse ponytail, but it's actually a vibe and she eats. So this is my quick and simple and easy little way to switch it up and have a little hairstyle, take your hair out of your face a little bit, especially when it's hot out. Now let's get back to the rest of the video. But that is pretty much it, love bugs. I love this girl here. She is my perfect everyday put on and go wig. With or without the baby hair, she is 2T. I have a direct link and all the details down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.